Welcome back. In just a minute, Karl Pilkington tells us what really got him moaning following his latest adventures around the world.
He's already making us laugh. First, even Karl would find it difficult to moan about this week's competition.
Now, around the world by partners in crime Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, Karl Pilkington is back with his second solo series, The Moaning of Life.
Embarking on a trip of a lifetime, Karl was lucky enough to experience interpreted dance and life sculptures, and looks like he rather enjoyed it.
A lot of things in life, there's a right way and a wrong way, but with art, there isn't. It's do what you want. Is that total nude?
Yeah, they are totally nude.
I'll take my knickers off and you take yours off. So I'm gone. Where's the art gone?
I'm happy. It's looking like a lion.
It's all right, isn't it? There is workmen still moving about this time of the day, changing light bulbs and that. Maybe this is part of an extension they're doing.
Hey!
Matthew, you all right?
It's not me, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That looks like fun.
It looks... the thing is that you actually looked like you were having quite a good time.
I definitely enjoyed this series probably more than anything else I've done.
Why?
Because it's all stuff that they are big parts of life, you know, the topics that do, you know, they're a big part of your life, but you don't really think about them. Like art, I'm not, you know, I'm not an art expert or anything. I couldn't name more than 3 artists or whatever. But if it wasn't there, you'd notice it, wouldn't you, with art? I think,
yeah.
And I don't mean paintings on walls. I mean style of buildings, or. Even, you know, Milado's and earlier, the way he was dressed and what have you. The bloke off X Factor.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an expression.
It's a look, isn't it?
It's a, yeah.
Yes.
But this looks slightly, because this isn't just regular normal art. I mean, these are people that you sort of meet, and they've got slight eccentricity.
Yeah, but I think I mean, let's not just go on about art, because I think people find art boring to talk about. I think it is one of the dullest things for someone to chat about. I think it's like someone telling you the dream or something, isn't it? It's like, you'll have your opinion, they'll have theirs, but... But what I like about the stuff I saw is, even though it looks mad there, the clips you saw, if you think about it, all art's a bit daft. If you think about stuff like you buy an ornament,
Yeah.
or a picture that you just stick on the wall, it's a bit like, why do you do that? If an alien landed and said, why do you do that?
Well, why are you doing this then?
What's
this
oh,
about?
that's somebody's bag.
Just, oh, look at
I mean,
that.
that's very clever, isn't it?
It's clever, but it took forever, that. It was a long day, and the annoying thing is, she didn't use it in the end.
What?
She's redone it.
Oh, no.
The only reason I did that is because I haven't got any pictures at home of me. I don't like the way I look, so we don't have... Do you know, like, some families have loads of pictures on the wall? I haven't got one of me, so I thought, if I have that, I'm part of a picture.
There's not many people who, at home, have got a picture of them as a naked lion.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it was me. It was just a back end of me, yeah. So I thought that's a good way of having me on the wall. So I was going to get home, print it off, and have it on. Then I looked on her website, and she's totally redone it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Were you not tempted to take a selfie of yourself with hair? Because part of the documentary you made was you got to wear...
Got hair again.
Hair again?
First time in, like, 20-odd years to get me hair.
And there you were. I mean,
That was... Right, it doesn't,
I mean,
that doesn't look that good there.
Totally different.
It looked better than that.
The first one looked good.
Do you think you look a bit like there? Slightly, in the eyes and the hair. Is David Tennant in the eyes and hair?
Well, when it's long...
If you go like that.
When it was long, I looked like James McAvoy.
Look, at the eyes and the hair. You do.
I think... you see, when I was younger, people said I looked like Roger Black. You know, the runner?
Yes. Yes, there's a look of Roger
You
Black.
see that?
Yeah. That looks good.
Over the weekend, you were talking to Chris Evans. Chris Evans, this is...
on Sunday Brunch.
On Sunday Brunch. Almost like he'd taken truth serum of some kind. And he was talking about his hair and the fact that he puts drops on his hair.
Yeah.
And so having looked at that, would you do the same sort of thing, make your hair grow back?
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
It's difficult because you liked it, didn't you?
I did like having hair, but it's a faff, isn't it? I mean, I've... look, John Bishop there, look. I think... how much time? Is it worth it? There's a bit of me that likes having hair.
My hair's a faff, I would say. It's quite long, there's lots of it. I have to sort of do bits and bobs. That's not that much of a faff. I mean, more so than now, maybe. Because, I mean, I imagine you just get up and go.
Yeah, it was a novelty for a day. It was nice, like I kept it on for 24 hours. It was good waking up and having, like, bedhead. I haven't had that for ages.
Could you wear it all the time then, the wig?
It's glued down, you can shower in it and everything.
Oh, wow.
It's not just slipped on, it's glued. You can comb it. I use the hairdryer again. Doing that, I haven't done that for ages.
So what about the drops then?
Do it, do it.
It's too early. I think it's...
Are you worried about it sort of... Because he said that a little bit ran down his head.
He said a little, you know, like dye does. I dyed my hair when I was younger and stuff. I had streaks and
So
that.
did I.
Yeah. So, like, a little drop, he said, went down his head like that. And he woke up, like, a day after or a couple of days after, and it had grown. Now, for me, that's a bit like, what is in this?
You'd have to choose where it started. You'd have to choose your hairline for a start. Where would that go?
Well, they said that the bloke who I met, who's an hair expert, he said something about you kind of go, I think it's the...
A fist.
Yeah, from the bottom, there was something, I forgot. But there is a technique of doing it, otherwise it looks wrong.
Well, it would do if it, you know, it was like...
But it was interesting because I had it low, like a Stephen Gerrard type, low fringe, and I took it back like, and I looked like Deck. Or is it Ant? No, Ant. It's amazing how you move your hairline.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it was a good experience. I thought this is just a daft novelty thing, putting hair on my head again, but it's amazing how much it changed me.
Something else we spoke about earlier was making art from poo.
From dog poo, yeah.
What were you doing? I mean, I thought you're not meant to touch dog poo at all. Let
You go
alone
blind or something, don't you?
Yeah, that's
but
what they
how
say.
many people do you know who've gone blind? What happened? I messed with dog poo. It doesn't happen. I've never heard of anyone losing the sight because of that. But, yeah, it's these lads in New York called the Sprinkle Brigade, and over there...
Which sounds so nice.
Yeah.
I want to join that brigade.
They had like, a real problem in New York with people taking the dog a walk and just letting it go. So they decided to sort of brighten up the streets by...
What do they make out of it?
They just add bits to it. You go shopping, you buy props, and then you add the props to it to bring it to life. So when you're walking along, it stands out, you don't step in it. I mean, when I was younger, that happened a lot, didn't it, in the 80s? The amount of time you spent sort of...
Yeah.
And white dog poo.
You never see white dog poo anymore.
Doesn't happen.
No.
Apparently it's the diet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the food that they fed now doesn't...
You said, I mean, you're meeting all these eccentrics. It's another brilliant idea, but you've said that this will be your last one. You don't know whether you want to make another one?
I just think you've got to... I've said it before as well.
Well, you have, on here, on this sofa.
But it's done me health in a little bit. I've got a bad back now. I have to wear like a back belt every other day because of all the flying about and the dancing about, and I'm not as young as I was.
What about your next series being a nature show? Would you like to do something about nature?
It is the thing that blows my mind. Do you watch that thing with... it was on Frank Chris Packham.
Yes.
Did you see that thing about the parasite that goes from a snail to a frog, and it makes the frog have like 3 legs so it can't move fast, so the bird can eat it, so the frog can't get away because it's got too many legs. It's just like, how is this happening?
What about...
It is the best thing. I mean, out of everything in life, nature is the one thing that...
This is a series right
here.
here.
But you've got to know your stuff.
No, I think it would be great for you to go in there
and find out.
eyes wide open.
You can just go and find out.
Because you mentioned to our team the mimic octopus.
Oh.
Look at this. Here you go.
Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. What is it? It's a bit of seaweed, bit of whatever, and then poof, bosh.
Isn't that amazing? It's just incredible.
Wouldn't you like to be underwater and watch something like that happen?
But how do you find it?
Imagine if it mimicked into you.
How do you find it? But in the sea, there's a thing called stonefish.
Yeah.
That can kill you. It's deadly, and yet it looks like a stone. How is that fair in life? How is there any warning? So it is the one thing I do love. That's the thing on YouTube and everything I'll click.
You know what, I wish you could sit here and just talk to us all day.
No, honestly, I always enjoy coming on here.
I think that anyone, any commissioner with any sense should already be writing that up now. Definitely, you should do the moaning of nature. Yeah. But the moaning of life 2 is tomorrow at 9 on Sky 1.
Thank you.
No, thanks
Take
again.
Care.
Pleasure.
Lovely.
Always a pleasure.
Lovely.
Right, still to come.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
Phil Vickery shows us how you can give your Monday night macaroni and cheese a glamorous makeover. That is right after the break.
Gonna take you to a movie.
Yeah, right.
Then I'm I'ma buy you a smoothie.
Oh, please.
I think you're sweet like candy.
What?